There's a version of your life where everything you've been asking for already happened. It exists, it's furnished, the lights are on, and it has an address. Every day, reality delivers there on time, without fail. And here is the part the tired, trying mind can't quite hear yet, so let me say it slowly. That delivery isn't cold. Reality is not a faithful but indifferent post office, grinding out exactly what you ordered and not caring whether you're happy. It lit the lamps in that house before you decided to walk over. It is for you, already ahead of you, holding the place, hoping you'll come in. The problem was never that the universe is withholding something. The problem is only which address it has on file, because it delivers perfectly to wherever you actually live. And you don't live in the furnished house, not yet. You visit. You stand at the gate at dusk and look up at the one lit window. Let me show you what almost nobody explains. Most people are taught to want like this. You stand outside the life you want, and you write it letters. Affirmations are letters. Vision boards are letters. Prayers, 5-year plans, the 3 a.m. scroll through lives that look like the one you're owed. Letters, every one of them. And letters are honest, painfully honest, because no matter what the words say, each one carries the same line, written underneath in invisible ink. I am not there. Reality doesn't read your words. It reads your return address. Ask from the ache of not having, and it answers the ache faithfully, warmly, right on time, because that is the address you're writing from. It isn't punishing you. It's answering you exactly. And it would deliver somewhere warmer the moment you moved. It's just that faithful. Look for a moment at the whole city, the infinite one. Every life you could ever live already built, every window already warm, streets of them going back into the fog. And that one window you keep staring up at from the street. Look closer. It shows the inside of that same house looking back out, at the gate, at you. You are so much closer than the gate makes it look. So here's the only thing this first part asks of you. Tonight, in the room you're actually sitting in, find one thing you once asked for, just one, and look at it for 10 seconds as what it actually is, delivered, answered, arrived. You are standing inside an answered letter and calling it Tuesday, which leaves the question this whole channel begins with. If it's already built, already lit, already yours, why are you still standing outside? And before that lands too heavy, nothing has gone wrong. You are never failing. You are writing to the right house from the wrong address, which anyone would do, which everyone does. There is nothing to fix here, and nowhere that isn't already reachable from exactly where you are. Every video on this channel is going to end with one sentence in one form or another. This is the first time you'll hear it said all the way out. The lights are already on. So how do you actually move? Here's the mechanism, and it's almost insultingly simple. The feeling is the address, not the picture, not the words, the feeling. You live wherever you feel you live, and reality delivers there with total accuracy, which is exactly why trying harder never moves you an inch. Effort is just more stamps on the same letter. Pushing toward the life you want quietly broadcasts in that same invisible ink, I am not there yet, and reality, faithful as ever, delivers precisely that. You cannot strain your way into the feeling of already having. Strain is the opposite address. So let's not strain. Let's do the real thing instead right now, while you're listening. Pick one thing you want, something real. Say it silently, I want it. And notice two things. First, you're standing outside it. And second, somewhere in the body, there's a tightness. Chest, maybe, or the stomach. A small bracing. That tightness is the doorway. It's not yet. And it doesn't live in your thoughts. It lives in your body. Feel where it is exactly. Now here's the move. And it's the opposite of what you'd expect. Don't force it's done. Don't push a happier feeling on top of it. Just stop leaning. For 3 seconds, stop reaching toward the far-off life and let what's already here be enough. Notice the tightness has nowhere to stand. Notice the room you're actually in got just slightly warmer. That small, real loosening you just felt, that's the whole move. That's the address change, happening in your own chest in real time. Everything this channel will ever teach you is just learning to stay there a little longer. And notice what happened to the house. A moment ago you were outside it, at the window. Now you're in the chair, looking out. The room a touch warmer. Nothing else changed. You just stopped standing outside a place you were always in. The doorway you were aching across had no far side. Step through, and you land exactly where you already stood. You didn't manufacture that warmth. You stopped covering it. It was in the room the whole time. Leaning toward the far-off life was the only thing keeping your back to it. Somewhere, the version of you who stopped reaching is in that warm room right now, doing nothing in particular, already home, and the whole infinite city outside the glass is lit like it agrees. So here's tonight's practice, and it happens right before sleep. Those last few minutes, the doors between addresses are unlocked. Don't spend them asking. Enter the house, the weight of the chair under your hand, the specific quiet of a place where nothing is missing. Someone who loves you says your name from the kitchen. What does their voice sound like when everything is already fine? Fall asleep inside the house, not outside it, holding a photograph. And if the feeling won't come some nights, that's fine. You're not auditioning for the house. You already have the keys. The lights are already on. One more thing, and you can hold it lightly. You can even forget it for now. But it's the reason this channel is called what it's called, so I have to say it once. The furnished house you're moving into, it isn't the final address either. No address is. Nothing you can occupy is the last place, which raises the one question this channel never stops asking. Not how do you move, you have that now. The other one. Who is the one doing all this moving? The resident. The one who has stood at every gate, written every letter, felt every ache of not yet. Look for them right now and notice you cannot actually find them anywhere in the house. You keep looking for someone outside wanting to get in, but when you look directly, there's no one standing at the gate. The one who visits and the one who lives there were never two people on two sides of a door. There was never anyone outside. That's the real address change, the one that turns out to have never been a change at all. And the whole infinite city, every lit window, every life you've ever ached for from the street, all of it appears in one place, here, in the one who is hearing this sentence. You don't travel across the city to reach the life. You're the one it's all lit inside of. Every move you'll ever make is a move within you, which is the real reason not one of them was ever going to be far. So before this ends, you are somewhere right now. Don't answer with the name of a room. Close your eyes and try to find the exact place where you are. Not the body, the one aware of the body. Take 20 seconds. If you can't find it, don't rush past that. And tonight, between turning off the lamp and falling asleep, ask it once, where am I actually? And don't answer. Whatever's still here when the question stays open is already home. The lights are already on. That's what this is. Every video here ends the same way. One thing you can do tonight, and one question we leave open. Because the only authority that matters is your own experience, not ours. We will never tell you what you are. We'll just keep handing you the door and letting you find out. If you want to keep the question open, the bell is by the door.